So, speaking of sci-fi TV shows, let's round this discussion out with the announcement that Apple TV Plus is making a Monsterverse TV series based around the Godzilla Kong legendary monsters universe of movies that they've done. So, Apple TV Plus announced today that in order for a new original live-action series from Legendary's Monsterverse franchise, following the thunderous battle between Godzilla and the Titans that leveled San Francisco and the shocking new reality that monsters are real, the series explores one family's journey to uncover its buried secrets and the legacy linking them to the secret organization known as Monarch. And it's being co-created and produced by Chris Black, who did Star Trek Enterprise and Outcast, and the guy who wrote the comic book Hawkeye, Matt Fraction, will also serve as showrunner. Basically, they're all the Godzilla and King Kong movies. They're taking those and making a TV series out of them for Apple TV. And Apple TV has a pretty good stable of original series. Vader, what do you think of this?
Dude, bro. So number one, I love most of the Apple TV shows that we watch. So I have absolutely zero qualms that they'll be able to handle this. Second of all, I am 100% in on this. I absolutely love the King Kong and Godzilla movies. They're such brain candy. They're pure popcorn flicks to me. I love them. I love all these movies. Just give me more. Absolutely, 100%. Then I want to know what's going on. Let's do it. Make it as cheesy and bad as absolutely humanly possible. Let's go. Let's do it.
Sean, you don't seem convinced.
I mean, hey, it's monsters. It's it's kind of like I guess it could be guilty pleasure type of stuff, and as long as they stay true to it. But I always thought it was kind of silly because based on scale, I always imagined Godzilla stomping through, and then he steps on something. You hear a squish. He looks at the bottom of his foot, and it's King Kong, because the scale was just massive in comparison. And then now when they're bringing them to life in these new movies, they're almost like equal size and everything. So I mean, but it's okay. It's all subjective. It's monsters. I guess it can work.
I think they tried to explain that in the King Kong versus Godzilla, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I it's not my genre, but hey, it sounds like could be fun. I mean,
as long as they can explore like the inner Earth and all that kind of stuff, they could go a million different directions with this, and it would be so much fun. 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I only watch stuff like this if I'm like with a group of friends or people. I don't watch this type of content on my own. So it's usually a group effort.
Here's I think one reason I'm looking forward to this, and this is actually the first I heard of this was today when Matt said we were going to talk about it. The fan base isn't entrenched and dug in like they are with these other franchises we all like Star Wars and Star Trek. Nerds are gonna fight. Nerds are always gonna argue. There's always going to be people that are happy with something and pissed off about something else. I don't really see that happening as much with this kind of a show. I mean, yeah, you're going to have your Godzilla purists from the terrible man in the rubber suit stuff and that they're made in Japan, but I consider those completely different. This kind of a thing is kind of brand new. We're starting kind of a new fandom with this, as far as I'm concerned, with this whole legendary Kong universe, and I'm looking forward to it. I don't think I think it could be something that brings fandom together to talk about this kind of stuff. But I know it won't happen because nerds like to fight and we like to argue, and that's just how we roll. So,
Brian, are you excited at all for a Monsterverse TV show?
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that HBO is not doing it. I'm surprised that Apple got it and not HBO, considering where the Godzilla versus Kong came out. The thing is, the whole Inner Earth thing is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime you want to show me kaijus fighting, I'm down. That's awesome. I didn't know there was a whole lot of lore there for me to get into until I saw the last movie. And then I was like, oh, there's actually like a big story here that they can tell. The only problem I have is humans, both in size and significance, are so small to the story. So they're the writing. They're gonna have to really, really write the hell out of this so that we connect to heroes and bad guys that that we can actually relate to.
Yeah, there might
Because
be suffer that type of that's
Right.
actually probably going to be a problem unless they put it in the context of, like, I don't know, a natural disaster where like a disaster movie, things are going on and stuff.
They
like
tried
that.
to do
But,
that with like the cyborg, kaiju and all that. They're trying to add humans to the mix. Like, hey, we're contenders too, guys. But
you mean Mecha Godzilla?
Yeah.
I liked the movie, by the way. I liked it. It had problems, but I still liked it.
Bunch of
popcorn
Philistines.
Popcorn flick. It was fun movie.
So
and I like Charlie Day. So
yeah.
So the guy who is the showrunner on this, who's the head writer, his name's Matt Fraction, and in his IMDb, he's basically only written video games. Up until about 2014, he did one episode of Da Vinci's Demons. He did Hawkeye, the comic book, I believe, and that's pretty much all there is to him. So he doesn't seem to have a lot of stuff under his belt. So I'm a little bit skeptical about how good of a series he's going to produce, but we'll see. Hopefully it is good. And I am surprised that like Apple was able to make this deal with Legendary as opposed to HBO, which, it was Warner Brothers who released all the movies, I believe.
Right.
So I think Legendary.
But you would assume HBO would have the TV show. Right?
Yeah.
I think Legendary is my favorite studio out there right now.